Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to break down UFC Fight Night, Yadong Song versus Davison Figueiredo. Let's get right into it. Tapology order. First fight of the night I'm seeing is Loma Lukmunmi versus Jacqueline Amorim. These are two grapplers, and Amorim I'm going to favor in every single goddamn fight until she gasses, and once she gasses, she falls off the cliff and she is done. And she has that pattern of gassing every couple fights, but she gassed last fight. So if she can't gas this fight, I'm assuming, right? Like she can't. And Loma's not like some big, powerful striker that's going to make her pay if she does gas. Instead, it would just probably turn into some sloppy ass grappling. Um, I mean, Loma is a good grappler, so you'd have to think she shouldn't get tapped out. But Amorim is like elite. She is world class ground game. If she comes in shape, I would expect her to at least dominate every position, if not find the submission. So it's like a decision submission double play or just a straight up submission for Amorim. What do you think?
I think that Loma is a little small for this weight class. She probably does have the better striking, but in every fight she always has to go to some grappling. And in this case, I think Amorim is just the bigger girl here. And any clinch, Loma likes using clinches. Any clinch, any grappling work, I think Amorim's stronger. And yes, she does gas. We've seen it a couple times. But if she's on top, she doesn't gas as much. And I think she can be on top. Loma's been taken down by lesser grapplers, and Amorim is a very, very, very good one. So I'm going to take Amorim in a grappling match.
All right, next fight of the night, we got Kangji Zhu, 21-4, taking on Rodrigo Vera, 21-1-1. Two under the radar unknown guys, but fun fighters. If you go and watch like their clips, like I don't have a lot to say about either of them. I've never like watched a bunch of their full fights, but like just doing a little bit of tape study here, these are two guys that are going to stand and bang, I think. Like this should be a low key, very, very exciting fight. I think Rodrigo Vera is going to get the win. It's a fight I'm not going to bet on because I don't bet on people I don't really like fully know. So it's not a bet. The bet is just that this is an exciting fight and a fun one to watch. And I'm going to pick Rodrigo Vera to just be a little bit more technical. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more technical. I think there's a little bit of a power thing. He should be able to. I'm not sure how good his power is, but now Zhu, he lets fights get really close. And in a close fight, I think Rodrigo Vera will outpoint him, volume, volume him. I think he has a pretty good chin. But again, these are like their first fights in the UFC for real. I think Zhu was on the road to the UFC, that Asian circuit thing that they do. But other than that, this is like their full like first UFC. And know what? I would I want to pick the under in this fight, but the problem is that Vera, I think he lacks a little bit of that finishing power, and that's the only thing that's holding me back. I'm picking Vera based on technical prowess, just like you said, straighter punches, better volume. I really want to pick the under, but I can't because I've looked at the last few Vera fights and he let them go to decision, and I think he finished them.
Well, that means he's due for a finish.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I feel like the under is the only way to go here because you're picking it's a 50-50 fight, right? So
All right. Next fight of the night should be a good one. We got women's 115 division. We got Angela Hill 18-16 taking on Jingnan Zhang 19-2. Angela Hill sitting at a plus 210 underdog, which is tempting because Angela Hill's record doesn't reflect her skills. Like she is a good fighter. She's been a pestering striker for a long time. She's durable. She wins fights she shouldn't. She loses fights where she should have won. Like a lot of those decisions could be the other way. Uh, the thing is, I think her durability is actually a little bit going down. Like forever, like she was impossible to finish. I feel like she doesn't react the same to getting hit anymore. And she is facing a girl that can bang. Jingnan can strike, man. Like this is, I hate the odds. First of all, first and foremost, I hate the odds. I don't think this Jingnan Zhang should be like a fucking minus 275 or whatever the hell she's sitting at. Like to me, that means that the value is on Angela Hill. From a betting perspective, the value's on Hill. but I do feel like Hill's durability is going down, and she's facing a good striker here who can finish. Like the pick is Zhang. I'm picking Zhang. I don't like the odds. What do you think?
I'm picking Xiong too. I think she can. Yo, listen, she's been going 5 round fights in, I believe was it ONE FC? She's fought Angela Lee 3 fucking times. Her one of her only 2 losses again. Angela Lee's a very good fighter. If you don't know who Angela Lee is, she's a very good fighter in ONE FC. She's been the top of that division for years, and she's beaten her twice, and she got rear naked choked, which is maybe she looks like she kind of slows down later on in fights. And now the problem is Angela Hill always gets hit, and if she can't, what she's been doing later on in her like 40s has been mixing in some grappling and all that kind of. I don't think it'll work here. I don't think it'll work here. Yep, against just a girl with just as good cardio and I think if not better skills at this point in their career, who's fought good competition. Screw that it was in ONE FC. She's fought good competition. So, and it's not like the women's division in the UFC is like parading with Dakota Dishnakovas or anything like that, where it's kind of soft. So I think this girl is going to be something good, and I think Angela Hill is unfortunately a stepping stone here. Don't like the odds though. You're right,
Yeah,
completely.
terrible odds. Next fight of the night, men's 135 division. We got Ray Tsuruya, 10-1, mostly known for his grappling, taking on Louis Gurule, 11-3, good, well-rounded fighter, known for his loss to Charles Johnson, which was kind of an upset. But I mean, Charles Johnson does that to a lot of people. Uh, this is one of those fights that I think it's almost destined to go to the scorecards. Probably a close, competitive fight, and I mean, it could go either way. Don't place your money on either of them. Don't bet. Save it for somewhere else. Um, I mean, if there was a big dog, I would take the dog, to be honest. But if it's like near evens, it's such a close fight, and that's all I can really say is this. Fuck, I don't have a strong feeling on this one. Give me, let's give me, yeah, fuck it. Give me Garul. I don't think he wins, but he probably doesn't. I don't know. No confidence. Give me Garul. I think it's a close fight. I think it's going the distance. What do you think?
There's a problem. Ray's of a good grappler. He's a good grappler. He's good wrestling. So only losses to Joshua Van. We all know about Joshua Van. Um, he can take him down. Now, the problem is that he doesn't really do much on the ground, and that's the issue here. I think I'm gonna pick him because sorry about that, it's my other phone. I'm gonna pick him because Gurul just fought the other day. He seemed to tire. He was leaving his face out there, and yeah, he won that fight, but he wasn't defensively sound. And if he gets tired like that, Ray might be able to take him down and control. Now he's got to control him for 3 rounds, and he's done that. He's taken down guys multiple times, 4, 3, 8. Gruel in his Dana White Contender Series got taken down 10 times, but in his defense, he got up and won that fight. But I think Ray's a little bit better on the ground, so I'm gonna go with the grappler in this case. I think he just outlasts Gruel here, and before he ran to Van, Ray was on a 3-4 fight winning streak in the UFC. So running into Joshua Van is, not so bad on your record, right? So
All right, next fight of the night, men's 135 division. We got Aoriqileng. Oh, my thing just glitched, and he is taking on Cody Haddon or Hayden. 26-12 versus 8-1. Aoriqileng, a plus 280 underdog. Seems wide given he has the experience. Um, he's probably the more dangerous guy. The problem is with Aoriqileng is he's very inconsistent. I mean, he's shown fights where he's durable. He's shown fights where he's not durable. He's shown finishing ability. He's shown like I don't know. He's inconsistent and he's battle worn. He's older, and Cody is going to be younger. He's going to be quicker. He's going to be more durable. I got to pick Cody here for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't. I think the odds are wide. But yeah, I gotta say the youth, the speed, the durability, all that shit matters here. Give me Cody. Cody, what do you think?
I think the same thing. It's the problem about Keeling is that he never puts both parts of MMA together in the same fight. One fight he's like looks like this lights out grappler. Another fight looks like a lights out striker. He never uses them in the same way. What I like about Cody is that he seems very well rounded. A lot of his wins are on the ground, He showed that he can strike with people. He showed the cardio. The only thing holding me back is a little bit on the youth side, but Aoriqileng has big power, and that's what you know, he kind of goes behind that. So I think Cody's the more well-rounded guy here. I think he can win in either facets of the game, and honestly, I think Cody can is the better grappler as well here. So go with Cody.
All right. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I'm always transparent. These next two fights, I really have nothing to say. I don't want to steer someone the wrong way. So I'll introduce the fight and I'll let A-Train say what he thinks. We got Meng Ding, 35-9, taking on Jose Henrique, 8-1 in the welterweight division. I don't know these guys. Truth be told, I don't know them. I think these probably got a local fighter here. Well, what do you got?
Yeah, they're both they're both on their young fighters. They're both in their first fight, pretty much. Henrique's they're both strikers, from what I saw. Henrique has the more power. Uh Last time I looked at the odds, I can't get them right now, but they were pretty close. So I like the under in this fight. I'm picking Henrique. Um, I think Henrique will win. He has the bigger power. They both pretty much strike. No one's really a big volume guy. And yeah, I mean, it's tough to know without all the tape that you get. I've got bits and pieces, anything I could find on the internet, but from what I see is Henrique's the one with the more power, and I'm gonna go with power over here. Honestly, and him being the underdog, he's got a puncher's chance on a guy that kind of leaves himself a little bit open in Meng Ding, who's lost a few times in kickboxing matches and stuff like that. So give me Henrique here. I
All
like
right.
the
And
underdog.
the next fight of the night, same thing for me. I apologize, but I don't know these guys. We got the middleweight division. We got Luis Felipe Diaz, 16-5, taking on Yi Sak Lee, 8-1. Diaz minus 155, slight favorite. Lee plus 135, slight. So it appears to be a competitive fight. Again, I'm never gonna lie to you. I don't know these guys. Truth be told, I didn't get as much time to watch tape as I would have liked. A Train, what do you got to say on this one?
Well, Isak Lee, he's more of a ground guy, like rear naked chokes, ground and pound. He likes to use the ground. He's won by Von Flu choke, those kind of things. So he likes to fight on the ground now. I do think what's his name here, Diaz is a little bit more well-rounded. He's got the better striking here. He's fought the better guys in general. He likes to go to the ground too, as well, but. The funny part is he's been out grappled by some guy. Like Jilton Almeida comes to mind. He's been out grappled by Jilton Almeida. So he's getting out grappled by some guys that have pretty good wrestling. And I find Lee has pretty but then now this is where it comes out. I look at this tape on the internet, and Lee looks like a killer in these fights. You know what I mean? But is he really a killer? We don't really know. From what I see, he's getting takedowns easy. He looks good on the ground, and so I mean, this guy looks good on the ground too. DeFredo, whatever his name is, but Lee looks better, right? So I like Lee in this fight based on the regional tape, but God knows regional tape is regional tape, right? So. I like Lee. I think he is quicker to his spots on the ground. And fact be told it, he hasn't been held down and beaten by some guys. And we know Jailton Almeida, and you look at him from his UFC tape, and he doesn't really finish on the ground. He holds guys down. And if you can be controlled like that and can get up like that, I think I give the upper hand to Lee.
All right, guys, moving on to the main card. If you haven't already, please like, please subscribe. We do appreciate it. First fight of the main card, men's 125 division. We got Alex Perez, minus 120, slight favorite, 26-10 record, and he's taking on Sumudaerji, 19-7, coming back at plus 100. So it's a very, very even odds here. Um, Both guys are in exciting fights. They rarely go the distance. Perez, when he loses, he generally gets finished. When he wins, he generally finishes. Sumudaerji, same shit. He's been in some of the most exciting fights out there. Man, he's got some durability issues, I'd say. But Alex Perez has fought the better guys. I mean, Alex Perez seems like he's always winning until like he either gets hurt or like fucking his knee. I recall his knee blowing out. I recall him giving up submission, shit like that. I don't think Sumudaerji is just gonna snatch on a submission. And while Sumudaerji has some pretty good hands, I mean, I don't think it's enough to knock Alex Perez out. I don't think so. I'm going to say Alex Perez is the more well-rounded fighter who's fought the better competition more consistently. Like if you look at Perez's last 10 fights, they're all fucking killers. Like they're all the top of the division. Yeah, he's lost a bunch of them, which makes you not trust the guy. I don't trust the guy, but he's fought the better guys. I got to go Alex Perez, maybe by a submission or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a finish in the fight. Both guys, their fights don't go the distance. So I'm on Alex Perez inside the distance. What do you think?
Me too. But I think Alex Perez is the more well-rounded guy, injuries and things like, but like in all those fights, even the Tyra one, arguably he may have been winning that Tyra fight until he lost that Tyra fight. You know what I mean? The Asu fight, yeah, but he stuck his head out in a stupid spot. Uh, dismantled Charles Johnson, dismantled Nicolau, he's losing to Makayev, Pantoja, and Figueiredo in his prime. So like we're talking about a guy, and Super Nerds never got to that hump. And I don't think their rankings are, if you look at their rankings, they're super far away in the rankings. This is honestly Alex Perez making probably his last run at whatever title hopes he has. And he was there. And he was skilled enough and he is good enough to be there. So in no right form are you gonna say Sue should be able to beat him. And like you said, if he's able to get those leg kicks going, if he's able to show that power, the hands are fast. It's his body wear and tear that you really have to worry about. Him slipping on what they say a banana peel, or like his leg giving out, something like that. Other than that, I think skill for skill, he's got this one. And a minus 140, god damn, I think that's a fucking steal.
I agree. I agree. Next fight of the main card, welterweight division. We got Jake Matthews, 22-8, taking on Carlston
My
Harris,
boy.
19-7. Seems like a mismatch to me. I mean, Carlston Harris, sorry, is pretty old, man. Sure, he's good at snatching a choke here and there and shit like that, but he's not going to be the one on top. Jake Matthews should be able to take him down at will when he wants. And on the feet, I think Harris is very wild, man. I don't think he's going to catch him with a big straight shot on the chin that puts him down. So his looping punches ain't going to work, and being on the bottom ain't going to work. I think if Jake Matthews wants to play it safe and just lay on top, he can do that all 3 rounds. If not, like really punish him from the top. But it's Jake Matthews all day. I know Carlson's is your buddy, but I can't see it. What do you
Man, I
think?
know he's my buddy, the only Guyanese fighter out there, but Matthews is the more well-rounded guy. Whatever striking there is, Matthews is the more technical one. If you watch Carlson Ayers, he'll come at you and it's like he's throwing his wrist at you, kind of. It's it's really unorthodox. It's really bad. He makes his living on the ground. I don't know if he's going to be able to take Jake Matthews down. Um, I mean, although like, how did Jake get beaten his last fight against Neil Magny? He tried to take him down. He stuck his fucking neck out there and got darsed, right? So. I don't know. Jake Matthews all day. If you want to counter with a Carlston Harris submission, that'd be the only other way Carlston Harris can win this fight. It's Carlston Harris submission. So Jake Matthews all day. But who knows if a Carlston Harris submission is like plus 2,000, sprinkling $1 on it is not the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I don't even know what
All
it is.
right. Next fight of the main card, men's 135 division. We got former title contender Kai Asakura, 21-6, taking on Cameron Smotherman, 12-6. Seems like a good step down, which he probably deserves, or like he should get like the UFC win or whatever. However, these odds, minus 305 on Kai, I don't like it. I think Cameron Smotherman could be an annoying ass spoiler here. Like I don't think he's gonna finish Kai Asakura by no means. But is there a world where he could grind on him to a boring ass decision and make this just super super boring? That is my fear. Like I think the odds are just too damn wide because man, a young guy like Cameron, like I don't know, could he stick to him like glue? Could he pin him on the fence and just kind of hold him in like a boring ass grappling match? I don't know. I think if they just straight up strike, it's Kai all day. Um, I'm taking Kai regardless. It's the odds that are throwing me off. I don't like that he's such a heavy favorite. Um, but yeah, I'm still picking him. What do you think?
I think it's the step down he needed. I think it is. I think I agree with you there that it's a big, heavy favorite for I don't know what reason after getting snatched up twice by two guillotines. Problem is that I would favor Kai a little bit more if he had some sort of grappling to go along with this premier striking coming into the UFC. That's the problem. But Matt, I think Smotherman can also get outworked by lesser grapplers. Maybe Kai doesn't have to have great grappling. I mean, if he mixes an 10% of grappling into this fight, he's gonna win easily. I'm still going with Kai, but I wish he would become a little bit more well-rounded because Smotherman is there to be taken down. That's his biggest flaw, is that people take him down and hold him down for times in a period. If his coaches are doing anything, he needs to mix a little bit of grappling in. I've seen it in some tape. Nothing quite like what he's come to the UFC like on that heater, but I think he's still the better. I wouldn't say he's the better striker here. I still think he packs a little bit more punch, and he's got to show why they brought him in to fight Pantoja for that title, right? He's yet to show us why. Why did he bring us in? So I think this is, like you said, a step down for him to show us why they finally brought him in. It's two strikers at it, so I don't like the way Smotherman goes about it. He's just not busy enough.
All right, featured fight of the night, heavyweight contest. We got former contender Sergey Pavlovich, 20-3, taking on Taliesin Texeira, 9-1. Uh, both have been a little unusual the last fight or whatever. Like they've been more tentative and not as quick to go for the finish as normal. But here, I do believe we're going to see a knockout. Under 1.5 is going to be my pick. You'd think Sergey Pavlovich should fucking steamroll the guy. I mean, but Taliesin's been training with Pereira there,
Oh.
but Pereira ain't looking the greatest in those training footages either. I mean, either way, the pick is Sergey Pavlovich. Is there a world where Teixeira can crack him? Absolutely. These are heavyweights, and I don't think Sergey is the most durable guy in the world. So there's absolutely a world where Teixeira can knock him out. But I think more often than not, it's Sergey knocking him out. And I think if Sergey wants to also take him down and pound him out from the top, I think he could do that as well if he wanted to. So I think he's more well rounded. I think he's the heavier hitter. So barring him just getting sparks on a wild shot, he should be the better fighter here for sure. Sergey's the pick. The bet's going to be some kind of under. What do you think?
What Towson is really good when you can let him get really close to you. You know what I mean? I think Sergey is the better guy here at keeping distance. I also think he's got the straighter, more technical punches. Um, he comes across as as a bruiser, but he's not really. The only two guys to ever beat him was Volkov picked him apart, and Aspinall, I think, is levels above some of these heavyweights that are out there right now. Right? No one's ever taken him down. Towson, of the two of them, the cardio edge goes to Sergey. He's he's slowed down, but he's never gotten tired. Taliesin was noticeably tired in the Thai fight, noticeably tired in that fight. He won pretty much every round and every minute of it, but he had to resort to takedowns because if he stayed on the feet, who knows what would happen. But those same takedowns won't come in this fight. So I'm going with Pavlovich because I think he's the more well-rounded guy. I think he's the better technical striker, and I think he hits with more power, and he won't get taken down. With the one guy take him down was Overeem, I think back in the day, and that's it. No one's ever been able to. No one's really tried, but no one's really gotten whenever they have. So if Texeira gasses like he does, and plus Jake Lewis, remember, hit him with a flush shot, and I believe Pavlovich hits just as hard as Derek Lewis is, and so he'll finish him. So
All right, co-main event of the evening. We got Mingyang Zhang, 19-7, taking on Alonzo Menifield, 17-6-1 in the light heavyweight division. This has knockout written all over it. I'm gonna take Mingyang Zhang, but dude, Menifield could knock him out too. Like I actually think this is a first round KO, like first 2 minutes. Like somebody is gonna fucking eat it quick. I like. And maybe I say that often, but like this one, I just don't see any other outcome other than a round one KO. So I'll be betting round one KO for somebody. my pick is Ming Yang Zhang. A Menifield knockout wouldn't surprise me at all. But yeah, I'm taking Ming Yang Zhang first round KO. Does it all the time. I think he does it here. What do you think?
Am I picking Alonzo Menifield? Yo, listen, man. It takes a certain fighter to get Alonzo Menifield right out there. Who's he losing to? He's losing to Volkan Ozdemir. He's losing to Carlos Ulberg. He's losing to Azmat Mirzakhanov. Any sort of prospect slash, I don't know, some guy that's not that good, which that's where I put fucking Ming Yang Zhang. Like, look what happened to him when Johnny Walker just strung the fight out a little bit. That's all that has to happen here is just string Alonzo Menifield. How many times have we thought Alonzo Menifield's out and he just like comes back along? Like Jimmy Crute, all those fights, he should have been done, but you can't get him out of there sometimes. Honestly, man, like if he doesn't get knocked out in the first round, and Zhang is not Volkan, and Zhang is not Ulberg and Mirzakhanov, he doesn't have like pinpoint striking. It's just a brute, and he comes after you. And once he got you hurt, he got you hurt. But how many times? I mean, in my head, I see Alonzo Murphy like flopping around the whole freaking octagon and not getting knocked out. And if he can just get to round two with some cardio, he can beat this guy. I don't care. I'm never in Alonzo Menifield at plus 200, whatever else you're getting him at. That's what I want. And I'm taking Alonzo Menifield by finish. Jeez, yeah, that's the way to go on that one. But you know what? And he split decision that Julius Walker kid and that Omar C. That guy's supposed to knock him out in the first round, right? So, and he only gets beaten by better players in the game. So I don't think Ming Yang Zhang is a better player in the game. If he was a little bit like his other fights where the odds are a little bit closer, then maybe. But Menifield at plus 200 or better, give me Menifield.
All right, there you have it. We're on opposite sides, and that brings us to the main event. We've got Yadong Song, 22-9-1, taking on Davison Figueiredo, 25-6-1. Yadong Song sitting at a minus 415 favorite. That's way too wide. Figueiredo plus 320. Okay, the odds kind of make sense in that, listen, Figueiredo's old as hell, and like in the last 2, 3 years, it's like the striking is just non-existent. And the only way he can win all of a sudden is he has to grapple. Before, when he was fighting those Marino trilogies and he was in that weight class lower, like the guy was knocking guys out. Like he was a dangerous guy on the feet. But now I think people just aren't scared of him whatsoever. So it all comes down to, is Figueiredo going to be able to take Yadong Song down and get that grappling going? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not positive how good Yudong Song's takedown defense is. I know that he trains at Team Alpha Male. You got to think he's getting wrestling reps in with, Mendez and Uriah Faber and all those guys. So you'd have to think that he can sprawl and brawl or sprawl and box. Uh, so yeah, give me Yudong Song by being probably faster, stronger, harder hitter, durable. It's all, can he stop the takedown, stop the submission? And I think yes. I thought he beat Sean O'Malley personally. Um, yeah, I don't know. Give me a Dong Song. Odds might be a little bit wide, but I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it at minus 415, but I feel pretty good about Song. What do you think?
Odds are wide, but Song should win this fight. Yeah, he gets taken down, but he never gets held down. And the way those guys are beating him, even Corey Sandhagen took him down, Peter Yan took him down. Those are both closer decisions. He lost both those fights, but those guys are beating him because they're better strikers, right? Davison Figueiredo is not a better striker than Song Yadong at this point in their careers, and Davidson's biggest problem in his entire career, we've talked about him for years, buddy. It's like he throws zero volume and and I know Song's not the big volume monster that people would like, but he throws better volume than Davison Figueiredo. So I ain't gonna lie there, right? So yeah, that's my thing right there. Like he'll throw better volume. Even if he does get taken down, he'll get back up and he should win this fight. He'll be faster. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out though. I don't think he will knock him out, to be honest with you. But I think it's Song by decision. But I think Yadong Song is the rightful favorite.
All right, guys, there you have it. Those are the picks. We'll see you soon for the next one. Have a good one.
Oh my.
Is the next one? Is the next